It's not every day that entire countries stop their chess players from playing and potentially destroy their careers. But as we're about to find out, this was exactly the case for two of the most famous chess players of all time, Alireza Firouzja and Viktor Korchnoi, two players who, despite bringing their homes fame and success, had those same homes turn their backs on them. Born in Babol, Iran in 2003, Alireza Firouzja has cemented himself as one of the greatest prodigies ever, and someone who chess fans seriously consider as a future challenger for the world title. He has won multiple top-level events, gained massive popularity, and made himself a player worthy of the utmost respect. But to understand why his previous federation in Iran almost ruined his career, we need to look at his rise to becoming a professional chess player. He was introduced to chess by his master-level brother at the age of 8, and very quickly became a strong player. Only 4 years later, at the age of 12, he won the Asian Youth Championship with a score of 8 points out of 9. Realizing that he was now too good to play with the others his age, he moved on to adult tournaments and qualified to play in the official Iranian Chess Championship in 2016. Despite at this point still only being 12 years old, he was rated 24-55 and won the entire event by a full point, becoming the youngest ever winner of the Iranian Championship. And this is where his further involvement in Iranian chess began. In response to him winning the event, he was invited to join the Iranian national team, the Asian Nations Cup, a 9-round Swiss tournament stacked with the best chess players from 20 Asian countries. He scored 5.5 out of 7, and his team ultimately finished 4th in the event. He continued to represent Iran, playing on the 4th board in the 2018 Chess Olympiad where they finished 17th, then in the Under-16 Chess Olympiad, and multiple other events including winning another Iranian championship, all the way up until 2019 when he had his last appearance for Iran in the World Rapid and Blitz. During this time that Alireza was representing Iran, for political reasons their federation had been banning players specifically from playing against Israeli opponents. In fact, in the 2019 Grand Open, they had forced Alireza not to play against FIDE Master or Bronstein in round 3, where he actually forfeited the round so he didn't have to play against him. And this wasn't something new. In 2017, Iranian FIDE Master Borna Derekshani played against Israel's Grandmaster Alexander Huzman, and as a result was prohibited from playing for the Iranian national team or playing any future events inside Iran. Alongside some more cases of players apologizing for playing against Israel's players and being forced to criticize their government, Iran's chess federation weren't doing their players any favors. The final straw came for Alireza when the 2019 World Rapid and Blitz event in Russia took place. Prior to this, the 2017 edition of the event was set to be held in Riyadh, but the Israeli players hadn't managed to get visas to play. As a result, the next events were held in Russia, but due to the presence of Israel's players in this event in Russia, the Iranian Chess Federation banned their players from participating. Firouzja decided that this was enough, and played under the FIDE flag, which has been used in similar situations before, such as Jan Nepomniachtchi, where he chose not to represent Russia to display his disapproval of their invasion of Ukraine. The Iranian Chess Federation was met with stern faces from FIDE, as they were told that they could face a mandatory suspension from all FIDE events if they continued to boycott players, rightly mentioning that chess is meant to bring people together and should not be used as a tool for division and discrimination.
But of course, this should be related to all federations. Everyone should adhere to the FIDE Charter and Olympic principles, and while giving a very clear signal to the Chess Federation of Islamic Republic of Iran that we cannot tolerate boycotts and using chess for political purposes.
FIDE had actually had a system in place previously to avoid such pairings between Israeli and Iranian players, but had decided that this could no longer go on, and that everyone should abide by the same rules. The Iranian Federation fought back and said that not playing against Israel's players was a decision made by the players, but when asked if they were prepared for their players to play against Israel's, this was the response.
You didn't answer the most important thing. So I'll ask you one simple question, and I would like it on record. Are you prepared for your players to play against Israel, yes or no?
We strictly tell you that when you make a character of our leaders in Iran who has many lovers, this is exactly the politics that we do. And we're warning you to next time give respect to our leaders and every...
Alireza has since moved to France and now plays for the French Federation, ensuring that he can pursue his career without the obstructions of who and where he can and can't play. Speaking of things happening in Russia, if we were to go back 70 years all the way to the era of Soviet chess, we would find a very similar situation to Alirezas that clearly the chess world did not learn from. Viktor Korchnoi was born on March 23rd, 1931. In his younger years, he had managed to survive the siege of Leningrad during World War II, which is known as one of the most deadly sieges history has seen, of which tragically took his dad. But before he passed, he had managed to pass the game of chess down to Viktor, who went on to be known as one of the strongest players to have never become world champion. In 1951, he was awarded his first Soviet master title after finishing second in the 1950 Leningrad Championship. In 1952, he made his first appearance in a USSR Championship semi-final and finished in 6th place. Thanks to this high placing in the championship, and very similarly to Alireza, he was offered his first international opportunity, where in Bucharest he finished in 1st place. Just like Alireza, he went on to represent the nation in multiple events, including winning the USSR Championship 4 times, being a multi-medal winning Olympiad player, winning them gold and podium finishes on 13 different occasions, making him one of the key drivers behind the Soviet era of complete chess dominance. Korchnoi's issues began to arise when he decided to defect from the Soviet Union in search of safety and freedom. Tigran Petrosian, another very famous and very strong Soviet chess player, had made a public statement that Korchnoi's era of chess players could no longer compete at the highest level, saying that instead they should focus on their younger talents. Korchnoi himself said that he was pushed out of chess, and like our previous case, political tensions were once again on the rise, this time thanks to the Cold War. Korchnoi fled to the Netherlands, leaving his wife and family behind, but managing to smuggle his chess books. He then moved to West Germany for a short period of time, before finally settling in Switzerland in 1978. His chess career still continued, and he saw better results than when he was a Soviet player, but despite having left the nation, the Soviets still tried everything in their power to smear his name and achievements. They reprimanded their players that invited him to play in events, and deliberately left out his name when he won tournaments. Despite all the performances and wins he had brought them, they had turned their backs on him. Viktor sadly passed away in 2016, leaving behind a legacy of nothing but respect for his resilience and his game, acting as another reminder that politics holds no place on the chessboard. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. Don't forget to join the Discord. Love you all, and goodbye.